Show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Hawks over the last few years, they've brought in some faces and tactics from San Antonio. Shaq, are they really the San Antonio Spurs East, as we've heard in recent years?
Well, Coach Budenholzer was a former San Antonio Spurs assistant. They run a similar motion offense with spacing in the ball movement. They're not the Spurs yet because they don't have any players that can create ISO plays and get players other shots.
What I like about that team, Ernie, is every player on that team, just put their ego aside. They're not worried about the numbers, and winning is all cost, and winning is first. And when you see that in a team, then that is the hallmark of the San Antonio Spurs organization. Egos aside, winning first.
Atlanta, 4 All-Stars, and a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2015. Let us get down to Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the opening tip.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest between conferences, Phillips Arena, Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams that...
The Hawks leading by 3. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. There's the pick. Now here's Splitter. Defense right on him. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Lyles.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Booker, rebounded by the Hawks. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Booker. Hayward's got 5 now.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
Schroeder passes to Teague. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Shot from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
The dish now to Freak. Passes it to Booker. No luck. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Atlanta making some changes. Jerebko comes in for several. The Hawks leading by 4. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Korver in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Burke dishes to Freak. The feed to Favors. He kicks it to Burke. Gobert the pass to Hood. Burke with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. A tight game here in Atlanta. here is Teague. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Cephalosha. Feeds it to Teague. Inside, here's Millsap. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here's a look at the stats for Burke, how he did last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he'd like to put last year behind him, hoping for a much better showing this time around.
Yeah, it was a year to forget, clearly. Clean slate now, though. He just needs to stay positive.
And Utah making a change here. Booker's checked in. And Gobert kicks to Freak. Back to Gobert. Pass to Freak. Here's Hood. Millsap covering. Here's Burke. Al Horford with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Outside Teague, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Right side Teague. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Lie again for Rudy Gobert. Kicks it to Burke. Down low, Cephalosha with the steal. Outside Teague. Dishes it to Cephalosha. No one near him. Here's Horford. He shoots again. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Freak. Burke dishes to Booker. Another miss by Utah. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Milwaukee.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Burke kicks to Booker. He dishes it to Freak. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Outside Teague. He feeds it to Korver. Horford the pass to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 5. Here's Teague. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Jazz trail by 6. Freak dishes to Booker. Burke kicks to Freak. And the pass to Lyles. Now here's Burke. Teague covering. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Hardaway's checked in for Atlanta. Then for the Jazz, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Freak. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's Atlanta. They lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You gotta like what Thiago Splitter has done in this game.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
changes. Favors comes in for Lyles, and Freak subbed in for Rodney Hood. And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Freak is out there with Burke, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Horford the pass to Cephalosha. Back to Horford. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Last year, getting it done. 7th in rebounding. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And he was a top 10 rebounder for good reason. I mean, he's incredibly intense, and he goes hard for the full 48 minutes.
Jazz trail by 10. Freak kicks to Gobert, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got 10 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Outside Korver. The dish to Millsap. Pass to Teague. The feed to Horford. Lets it go from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Here's Burke. And the 3 ball is good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Teague kicks to Millsap. Feeds it to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 6. Horford, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Jazz passing it around. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Burke. Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Kyle Korver. And Utah with a change here, too. Exum's checked in. Here's Teague to the middle. Hardaway, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Exum with it, picked up by Teague. 1:32 left to play in the 3rd. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's 3-second call. Atlanta making some changes. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. Just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
An escape from some mistakes, Paul. Well done, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels. Ernie, too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
You gotta love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of. He's tough to guard. He's got a tremendous combination of an inside and an outside game. He can really do it all. He'll get you points at the rim, and he can knock down a mid-range jump shot, whatever it takes.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, This is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.